I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I might have to tinkle. I'm in the toilet. And isn't it interesting that as humans, we often don't talk about pees and poos. We don't talk about our toilet habits. We seem to be embarrassed about them. Well, you might not be. And I can't be, because I want to inspire people to be healthy, fit and strong. And part of being healthy, fit and strong is tinkling on a regular basis and pooing on a regular basis. So I'm in the toilet. As an adult, as a senior adult, we also, there seems to be a real fear of, I'm going to lose control of my pees and my poos, I'll have to wear an adult nappy. So it's interesting, as humans, we start as babies peeing and pooing in a nappy, and we, for some people, end up peeing and pooing in a nappy when we get old. Well, I don't want to do that, and I don't think we have to. So how do we make sure that our body, we are in control of our pees and poos, not the other way around? So I'll start with a very personal story. My mother came to a Christmas party, grandkids, great-grandkids were at my brother's house, and my brother had a brand new white lounge. My mother was in her 70s. She had a big laugh watching kids unwrap their Christmas presents, and she peed all over my brother's white lounge. And that was, you can imagine, for an old lady, a very, very embarrassing situation. At 80 years of age, for her 80th birthday, we had a big celebration, and apart from the fact that my mother didn't sit down on any lounge, she was standing up the whole time, fit, healthy and strong, she told a great story. Because between 70 and 80, my mother started strength training. She was diagnosed with advanced osteoporosis. She already had coronary heart disease, type 2 diabetes, really bad asthma. She was a very unwell woman. And she started doing strength training. Came in my gorgeous husband, who's an exercise scientist. When she was diagnosed with advanced osteoporosis, he just said, there's no way that you're ending up in a wheelchair. You're going to get strong again. We're going to build back your bones, which is exactly what happened. So my mother started doing literally heavy strength training, heavy squats, heavy leg presses. She felt comfortable in a leg press. She was doing heavy dumbbell rows, bench presses, and she had an exercise professional to help her. The reason I'm sharing that with you is that at 80 years of age, when she stood up to chat about being 80 at her birthday, she tripped over as she got up to talk. And not only did she get straight back up again, but she got straight back up again and laughed. And she said, 10 years ago, if I'd done that, I would have peed my pants, literally. And she then told the story about the peeing on the white lounge. But she said, since I've been doing strength training, every muscle in my body has gotten stronger, including the muscles that control whether or not I pee. I'm sharing that with you because doesn't that just make sense? There's a lot of talk about pelvic floor muscles. There's a lot of talk about being in control of your detrusor muscle, which is the muscle that controls whether or not you pee. But they are muscles. Pelvic floor muscles, detrusor muscles are all muscles. So is it possible that if you get really strong, every muscle, ligament, tendon, joint, bone in your body, that all the muscles that do everything will get better and stronger? And of course the answer is yes. And I get a little bit frustrated, fascinated is probably a better word, because we seem to focus on a specific challenge. That woman needs to wear adult nappies because she's peeing her pants. That person needs to take beta blockers because they've got coronary heart disease. That person needs to take Fosamax because they've got osteoporosis. And I share all of that with you because that was my mother. She took so many pills every day, she was rattling, and she was wearing adult nappies, which she stopped all of that. She got off all of her medication and went back to wearing normal undies, which is pretty cool for an 80-year-old lady, because she got strong. So it just makes sense. You could go and get pills and powders and potions and medical interventions for all of the things that go wrong with the human body. But what if we prevent all those things in the first place because we are fit and strong, and we stay fit and strong for the rest of our life? And if you are weak, if you are frail, if you are overweight, if you are sick and diseased, isn't it awesome, like my mother, that you can reverse all of that? We got rid of her osteoporosis. We got rid of her coronary heart disease. She could breathe freely because she was exercising. Her asthma was not a challenge anymore, and she didn't have to wear adult nappies anymore. So the whole talk about, I'll use pelvic floor as an example, and I'm very careful to chat about this because I've never had a baby. But I've trained lots and lots and lots of women that have had babies, and multiple babies 4 and 5. That's a lot of children to come out of that very small space. And there's a lot of talk about the exercises that you need to do to strengthen those muscles. But the human body, is it possible that it works as one complete machine? So I'll use the reverse. If I lift something heavy up off the ground and I don't have strong pelvic floor muscles, it's very likely that I'll pee my pants, because every muscle in my body is weak, including my pelvic floor muscles. The reverse of that, if I have strong muscles, all of my muscles, and then I lift something heavy up off the ground, is it possible that my detrusor muscle, the one that controls my pee, my pelvic floor muscles, will also be strong? So how do I know that I've got strong pelvic floor muscles? And there's 2 fun ways to do that. And this is interesting because a lot of people talk about these particular exercises as ways to get strong muscles, but that's isolating your pelvic floor muscles, isolating the detrusor muscle to get them working. But I would like to have a look at the reverse of that. If I get my body really strong, how do I test that my pelvic floor muscles are strong and my detrusor muscles are strong? And here's the cool thing. You come in the bathroom and have a pee, and just as you're about to finish your pee or you're halfway through your pee, try and stop the pee from flowing. That's the detrusor muscle. It's the control of not letting pee just come out of your body. You're in control of your pee, not the other way around. So if you can do that, if you can pee and stop the flow, let it go again, stop the flow, let it go again, or if you can hang on for a long time, there's a good chance that your pelvic floor muscles, that your detrusor muscles are strong. The other way to test that, the fun way, is if you have a partner, if you are in a heterosexual relationship, you can grab hold of your partner's penis really hard with those muscles. He will appreciate it because he'll be able to feel it, and you'll know that your pelvic floor muscles, that your detrusor muscles, are really strong. And I share that with you without any embarrassment, because wouldn't it be nice to have a great way to test those muscles so that you know that they're strong, so that you don't end up one day peeing on somebody's lounge when you're a 70-year-old person. And I'm talking from a female perspective, of course, but many men have shared with me that they're really embarrassed about either not being able to pee or peeing constantly throughout the night or not being in control of their pee. I have spoken at medical conferences where the urologists love me because I always talk about drink more water till you've got clear wee, or drink more fluid till you've got clear wee. And then I always talk about being in control of your pees and your poos and how to do that. So if you're completely hydrated, you've got a fit, strong, healthy body, a strong endocrine system, central nervous system, all the muscles, ligaments, tendons and joints in your body are really strong, is it possible that all of your body will be strong? And the beautiful thing about the endocrine system, because that's the one that tells you that you need to pee, it's good to know that you need to rather than it just happens. And just as an interesting side note, some of the current weight loss drugs, yes, you'll lose weight on those drugs, but they have some serious effects on your ability to poo and your ability to clear your body out effectively, which is why I hate using drugs as an intervention. Now, there are some great drugs and there are some amazing pharmaceuticals that do amazing things for the human body when it's under threat. But why would we use a pill, powder, potion, program, medical intervention if we didn't have to? Wouldn't it be nice to not, and I'll use the far end of that, which is, wouldn't it be nice to never have to wear an adult nappy because you've got strong pelvic floor muscles, strong detrusor muscles, strong muscles that control your pees and your poos. So here's a great thing, the test is have a pee, stop the flow, have a pee, stop the flow. If your tinkle is long and clear, rather than stinky and yellow and not very much comes out, then you know that you're hydrated. If you're pooing on a regular basis, so if you come in this room and you use the bathroom to do a number 2, it's sliding out easily. You're doing that once a day, twice a day, bloody legend, well done. They're all signs of being a healthy human being. So how do we test that we're healthy? And this is, for me, this is something I'm very aware of, because I don't want to end up in a doctor's office or a hospital with things that I'm in control of. So I get puffed to get fit, lift heavy to be strong, long clear wheeze so that I know that I'm hydrated, go to sleep and wake up refreshed, you know that you're getting enough sleep, strong muscles and bones so that you've got a fast metabolism so you can eat whatever you want, and not put on any weight. And that's one of the beautiful things about the endocrine system. If it's all working together, your body will tell you, eat when you're hungry, stop eating when you're full, go to the bathroom, you need to pee, go to sleep, you're tired, have something to drink, you're thirsty. everything is in your control rather than out of your control. So if you want to be a healthy, fit, strong human being, all you've got to do is get puffed to get fit, lift heavy to get strong, do it safely so you don't get injured, and make sure that your exercise program is short so you don't get bored. So you can live your life to the max, in and out of the bathroom. Live your life to the max. Super duper doo. How are you? Living my life to